Perhaps you've seen it, maybe in a dream, a murky, forgotten land. A place where souls may mend your ailing mind. You will lose everything once branded, the symbol of the curse, an augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why. Like a moth drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish, time after time. For that is your fate, the fate of the cursed.
What's going on, guys? My name is Juan, also known as Lost Night, and welcome to Dark Days. It's gonna be a little Dark Souls playthrough that I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna mainly focus on exploration and just appreciating the game. So we're not trying to complete anything too crazy. Yeah, it's been a minute since I played this game, so don't expect anything amazing. I'm not too familiar with the Scholar of the First Sin edition. I've only played the Black Armor edition, actually. First came out. Yeah, this takes me back. So a little context about this playthrough. I like I said, I haven't played video games at all pretty much in almost like 4 years. I used to play these games a lot with a close friend of mine, but he's no longer with us. So, kind of carrying the torch, if you would. He was more into the YouTube gaming thing than I was. So, yeah, we're just gonna do that playthrough. Kind of just to go back to this and then for him as well. I'm just gonna let the... about to get roasted.
Seems to be the ruckus? Oh my, your face. The face of the curse. It's an undead. An undead has come to play. They all end up here. All the ones like you.
We're not the first to cross through their threshold.
Kind old dear, didn't you?
This intro cinematic, it's almost like we went back in time, you know? Like the swirling vortex and the water, and it's not like in the actual present time. So it's this weird thing. Same thing in Dark Souls 1 where they said the flow of time is convoluted in Lordran. It's like we exist kind of outside of time. And this thing's betwixt Millibeth, the server lady who's giving her the cup. She will tell us that this is a limbo. They're just making fun of our hollowed ass.
What is your name?
We don't even know our name. We're gonna name this guy after the first Dark Souls character that I ever made in Dark Souls 1. So it's the first one. Perfect.
At least you know your own name.
Can't tell if she's laughing at our name or she's laughing with us. You know what I mean?
Here's your reward for sharing. It's a human effigy.
Yeah. So I played the Black Armor edition.
Take a closer look.
I'm not too familiar with this game. I know it got a lot of hate when it first came out, but I actually liked it. But compared to the first one or to Bloodborne or anything else, I think it falls a little short, you know? But there are a lot of cool, unique things that only this game did. And I don't know, I like the aesthetic. Just start out naked. But yeah, custom creations, pretty much standard for all Dark Souls games. You can pick your build, tiny head or top heavy. And then your gender, you can choose a class, pick a gift. So yeah. So yeah, I'm excited to see the Scholar of the First Sin. Like I said, I don't know this version too much. So we'll see. I know they changed a few things. Gonna get a face tattoo. And yeah, this game, like I said, we're mainly playing it because I've been away from it for a long time, and it's been a little hard to come back to it. But we're gonna play it all the way through, a little tribute, and just for my own sake, you know, just to get back into it, relive some memories, which is cool. But yeah, don't expect this playthrough, like I said, to be something crazy. And let's see, I got a few. I always play like the int knight, or like a faith-based knight, like just great swords and stuff. We're probably gonna end up doing that anyways, but I do want to try out a few weapons I don't normally use. Let's get a little bit of variety going. That'll be, I don't know, I think a little more interesting. Yeah, man. So this game, the lore for this game, I'm not too strong on. I know we're cursed with the undead curse, and you know, there's a king who did something he wasn't supposed to do, and his kingdom got screwed up, and blah blah blah. and then light and dark are still important. But this was my friend's favorite out of the Souls games. So that's why we're playing this one. Probably once we finish this playthrough, I'll probably play through my favorite. This is our true self.
All people come here for the same reason. To break the curse. You're no different, I should think. Doesn't stand a chance.
They have no faith in
You
us.
never know.
Laughing to our face. Man.
Go through the door and trot along to the kingdom.
And we noticed that there's an empty chair.
Hold
And
on to
at the
your
start of this
souls.
this cutscene, they mentioned like
They're all that
we
keep
met
you
one
from
of
going hollow.
their sisters, one of their
I'll
sisters.
fool
I guess.
you no longer. You lose your souls. All of them. Over and over again.
Damn. Just being straight up with us. It's like, listen, man, you're about to die. A lot. Ooh, sorry. Got a little issue with my microphone. There we go. Alright, this is us. Rocking the swordsman build. Wanderer Sud's gotta be one of my favorite from the first game. And from this game, just like sick. This is weird. It's like, looking at it, you know you're playing a Dark Souls game, but everything about how it's presented tells you this is not a Dark Souls game. It's kind of interesting. It's like, even the way the character design is, the proportions of the character, it's interesting. The movement. But yeah, so we're gonna try to do, reason I picked the swordsman is because they start with a higher dex, and we are gonna try to use some interesting weapons. I forget Dark Souls 2 had that whole dual wielding. Yeah. Compare you to, oh shit, you can. That's right. And then you can switch. You can tap with that one. You can also parry. Okay, so you can parry with either hand. I wonder if you could backstab with both. Probably not. Probably defaults to the right hand. Man. Wow, I'm fired lit. Man, here we go. It's about to be really interesting. Yeah, it's like the L1 comes out pretty quick after the R1. I think it's faster than the R2. I know that with the dagger, that thing is like super quick. You stun lock someone with a bandit's knife if you're doing PvP. So this is the first thing we're gonna be doing. Just heading out here. We got these prints telling us be wary of something, right? And then we come around this corner and we see what has been causing this footprints. This Shrek. Nah, we can't do Shrek like that. Weird hippo, cyclops, ogre. Technically called ogre, but yeah. And you can cheese him pretty easily. Just get him in this corner. You can get him on the butt animation. Just by this tree, he'll pretty much get stuck there infinitely. So you can kind of cheese him that way. Yeah, this is gameplay right here. Yeah, you don't really want to fight him head on. His reach is more deceptive than it seems. And that grab attack is nasty. That's a nasty attack right there. We'll fight you. And hits starting ring, stone ring. It causes our hits to stun enemies a lot more. Which, you know, with these beginner enemies, they have pretty low poise anyways. So just a good strategy, especially if you're not packing like a great sword or a great hammer or something. This is pretty doable. Alright, get back in here. The reason we rested at the bonfire is to repair our gear. So durability works a little different. You see, you start out with the item boxes and everything right away. Dark Souls 1, you have to buy an item box, but here they give it to you. Huh. I remember that was the already. So we don't need to go through the tutorial, but because we had the petrified something, we do want to go talk to those crows. So yeah, we're gonna be to this little area. So that attack right there with the short sword, the thrust, is one of the most broken attacks. I think a lot of speedrunners use the rapier, they two-hand it, because with the stone ring, it pretty much stuns anything. Most enemies. Not any enemy, but most enemies. You can see the gender transformation copy. The ogres. Got the backstab animation, which is again a little different from the other Souls games, but it's cool. And then let's see if we can, because we're using the left weapon, so let's see if we can get a backstab using that left-handed weapon. Quite a line. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that one, I feel like if it had been the right-hand weapon, that would have definitely been a backstab. But I guess it's not. I guess you can do it. Ooh, nasty headshot. Let's see. Still got it. Alright, life gems. Yeah, so if it's your first time playing through this game, I guess you can do this tutorial, but we were just coming in to get this ladder and to get the crows. I think it's a very nice touch that you don't have to log out of the game. You could just drop the item and it immediately, trades it. Wow. Demon's Great Hammer. Pretty sick drop. Too bad we're not gonna use it. That's still pretty cool, I guess. Oh, forgot that thing. Let's see. And you can see all the different paths for the tutorial. Oh man, this takes me back. Good luck. Guts required. Total trolling right there. All right. This place again. Man, Dark Souls 2, alright. See the mountains back there. A very nice touch too with the ocean. The waves actually move towards the shore. So one thing Dark Souls definitely got right, Dark Souls 2, is the hub. This little hub area of Majula. It's so comforting, and the music, it will start when So beautiful. Picking up the binoculars, which you have to equip in a hand. You can't just use them from the quick menu. And then our main bonfire, essentially Firelink Shrine. Alright, got the Emerald Herald. Now we're gonna skip through her dialogue. Basically, she's telling us that we are one of the cursed chosen undead, or bearer of the curse, and we have to go seek the 4 Lord Souls that will open the Shrine of Winter, which will let us pass to Grand Glade Castle. But she doesn't say it all that clear. It's all very riddles, you know. Very cool design. One of the best level up waifus that From Software has given. And we got Crestfallen over here. Solden. Rocking the Night Set. Again, we're just passing through his dialogue just so we can get to what we can get from him, which is the gesture.
There are 4 beings and each.
We have another NPC that's repeating the same.
I see.
In case you missed it from the Emerald Herald, you have somebody else telling you what it is you're supposed to do. And there is the best gesture in the game. Don't give up, skeleton. Man. Oh, man. This is a trip. No death counter anymore. So, I know Scholar has a lot of changes. I think there's item placements that are different and enemy placements that are different. So I'm excited to see all that, but I think this is going to be it for this first episode. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode.